That's exactly what we're looking for, a black capsule. This has to be it. Let's go. There's the eye right there. We found it. This is me being a nerd and finding Rec Room lore in real life, as you probably figured when you read the title of the video. But to understand how we got here in the first place in a random park 1 hour away from my job on a Monday at 3 p.m. when I should probably be working, we're gonna need to start from the beginning. So everything began with an entity named S, who made his first appearance in Rec Room when he launched a shop called Cyber Madness, which was a shop that just introduced some Cyber Monday deals. His second appearance was when he brought back some old items and opened up another shop. His third appearance was in the Ink Tower, where he launched a shop that introduced the Amulet of Elsewhere. To my knowledge, this is the most expensive item ever in Rec Room, costing a whopping 20,000 rec monies. This thing was so expensive that when I noticed someone random that I've never met before had bought it for me, I literally lost all voluntary control of my arms and legs and accidentally closed out the menu, and I didn't even get to see the @ of the person that got me that gift. So whoever you are, thank you for getting me the Amulet of Elsewhere. I'm really sorry I couldn't like formally thank you. Like, if you guys want to send me like a pizza every now and then, that's funny, but like don't spend 20,000 tokens on me. That's just a lot of rec monies. It's really kind, but it's just a lot. Now this amulet led to a secret door that further pushed the lore and also affected Murder V3, so that if you had it on when you went into the game, these symbols would appear throughout the room. And just this week, if you have the amulet on and you go into Showdown and walk into the bar, this would happen. Now I thought to myself, why does this happen in Murder and Showdown? What do the two have in common? Well, Showdown was a map that was built with both Unity and the Maker Pen. It was like an introduction to the Rec Room Studio platform to show what's possible for any creator. And the Murder team announced that they'll be releasing a Deadly Cruise Ship DLC map using the Rec Room Studio platform. Now when you listen back to the sound effect at the bar, you can hear these bells and this wooden sound effect that kind of resembles that of like some sort of wooden ship crashing against the waves. Now, I don't know if this is a modern ship or like a wooden pirate ship or something, but it's like a cruise ship, so I'm assuming that it's some sort of like modern ship that, you know, maybe when you walk into the ship with the amulet on, it turns the ship into some sort of pirate Flying Dutchman type stuff. Okay, maybe that's a little bit far-fetched, but I'm sure the room will also have some sort of amulet event to it. This could be, you know, Rec Room really pushing the Rec Room Studio platform, and if it is, then I'm all for it, and I think it's a great idea. Anyways, last Halloween, S launched an item called The Book of Elsewhere Volume 1, an item that you could receive if you bought a bundle for some tokens at the time, which if you did, you should have used code MavInVR, and if you didn't, then you should probably start using it. I heard that it does great things for people. After that, a mysterious fortune appeared on RecNet as it was advertised on a poster in the mirror room in the rec center. This kind of worked like a magic 8-ball of some sort. And then the teller appeared in the rec center, and then the poster disappeared. This fortune teller had like a booth, and it could be activated by touching things around the rec center, and the letters MXXXI would be the first things that would be displayed from the teller on RecNet, which translates to 10/31, which is the day that the teller would escape from the rec center. And upon doing so, a text would appear giving more lore. It said H and Shadow Inc. It's being theorized that Shadow Inc. is where S is from, and that H is also an entity from this place, and that there are 4 entities that will also be introduced, A, D, O, and W, thus creating the name Shadow Inc. Once a teller left, he would give this upload mark. Time went by, and before the upload mark was finished, 3 eyes would appear around RecNet in the inventions, events, and profile area. If you clicked on them, they would give you 3 specific coordinates, real life locations. One in Seattle, one in Wisconsin, and one in California. Upon going to these locations, you could then scavenge for a tiny capsule containing lore. Now last week on a normal Monday, when I was at work, I got a random message from Chubbier Snail, a fellow RecTuber. He found out that one of the coordinates was in Cali, and since he lives across the country, he contacted the first and the coolest Californian he could think of. Now at this point, neither of us knew what was going on. All we knew was that Rec Room was pointing us to this location, and I thought, should I leave work early and look for something that I don't even know what it is that I'm looking for in a location that I've never been in that could potentially be dangerous and life-threatening? Duh. So I left work early and started heading towards these coordinates. And on my way up there, I was on a Discord call with one of my friends, Pasta T, who was researching this capsule and exactly what I was getting myself into. While I was on my way up there, she realized that there was someone on the Rec Room Discord on the Roomverse thread posting pictures of the location that I was headed to. Apparently they had been searching for, the same thing that I was looking for, and now at this point I felt like I was super demotivated. Either 3 things would happen. 1, they would find it first. 2, they wouldn't find it, and then that means that there would be no way I would find it if they spent hours looking for it already. Or 3, they don't find it and I get lucky and find it. So my odds were pretty slim there. There was a point where I almost turned the car around, not thinking that the gas and time would be worth finding absolutely nothing. However, I'm stubborn and I'm willing to go through great lengths for a really cool story, even if it means wasting a lot of my time and money. So I ended up arriving at the coordinates just as whoever was scavenging first for the capsule gave up. And I'm pretty sure they were convinced that it wasn't even there. And now that leads us back to this. Alright guys, it's been an hour of driving and this is where the coordinates have left me. I have no idea where I am. It was a pretty beautiful drive though. And honestly, I don't really know where I am or what I'm looking for. Well, I think I do know what I'm looking for. Apparently, I'm looking for what seems to be a black capsule on the size of felled lumber. Well, I guess that is what that's what the clue is. Alright guys, I've been here for literally 2 minutes. I've checked that log there, and instead of going that way, I checked this log, then this log, and I kid you, after 2 minutes of looking, bada bing, bada boom, there it is. That's exactly what we're looking for, a black capsule. This has to be it. So I'm gonna put this down right here. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm probably gonna have to censor out the code so you guys don't redeem my code if I haven't redeemed it yet. But holding the book and amulet. Step 3 is elsewhere. This is fragment 3 of 3. Okay, that we let's go. There's the eye right there. We found it. Let's go, boys. These capsules, which contained what seemed to be called fragments, had 4 sections to them. The first section was a $50 gift card code that whoever found it could use. The second was some sort of phrase. The third section for the first fragment was a code that deciphered to the word elsewhere, which is exactly what it said on my fragment. And then the fourth section was a number indicating which fragment was found. Go through the Eye of Inventions on November 28, holding the Book of Amulet, which by the way is the date the teller would give us after the upload mark would finish. Before November 28th, a shop appeared with Halloween and Easter items, and it brought a new Elsewhere item. Bindings of Elsewhere. In order to have that item, you needed to S-rank Jumbotron. Randomly, the portal in the rec center would change its coordinates to S control room. It would talk about how more anomalies have been detected and that the Roomverse is destabilizing again. If you have the bindings, then you would be able to unlock a new item shop. And just 2 days ago, a message was displayed on Rec Room's Winter Wonderland page, which basically is telling us about the second invasion. That's basically everything I know about this whole situation and all the lore so far. I just want to say shout out to Creaky because without him, this video would literally not be possible. And I also want to say thank you to Chub Your Snail and Pasta T because without them, I would have never even found this capsule and be part of the Rec Room lore, which I think is really, really cool. But anyways, I do hope you guys enjoyed the video and I hope you enjoyed the lore and just my story and how I was involved in it. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. And yeah, remember, use code MavInVR. And thank you. See you. Bye.